Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP, and I'm here on Partner Talks today with Robert Pröll from Kupp Software. Robert, introduce yourself and tell us about your company.
Hi, my name is Robert. I'm the CEO of Kupp Software based in Austria. I'm the head of our development core team, and we basically try to fill the gap between the available community tools and the requirements of enterprise customers. And based on my experience, I try to provide those tools.
Okay. So, I've had many conversations with you about your product, and they're very technical. So our audience, we have some technical people and we have some not so technical people that are going to listen to this. So tell us, what problem do you solve with Dynamics 365 CE?
Yeah, well, I've seen this so many times that people, when they go to a new customer and set up a new project, the topic CI/CD is actually, it's nothing new. Yeah, so the people are aware of it and they say, hey, let's put it on the list on our backlog because automated deployments are important. Yeah, we don't want to export solutions and do a lot of manual steps, but they just put it on the list in the backlog and they don't care. So the priority is pretty low.
So you help them with the upgrade, with the migration from one solution to the next.
Exactly. So basically, when you need to deploy your customizations from your development system to your test system, UAT, and production. So you're just moving your customizations and your configuration data from one environment to the next environment. And
so why is that such a problem?
Well, the very basics are just solutions. So if you just deploy them, you export them, you do it manually. So you have to open your browser and you have to do it multiple times for each environment. And with each manual steps, there's a high risk of human errors because you have to do additional steps as well. So for example, you have to adjust some configuration values. And if a human being, you enter some data, there's a risk you make a typo or something, and this can destroy the whole process. So the main goal here is to avoid manual steps. So this is the main challenge here. And sometimes when you have to deploy configurations, it can be a very complex thing with a lot of dependencies. So that isn't that easy.
So if I do have an error in this deployment, what problems can that cause me in my system?
For example, if you're using some configuration values to do some calculations or something, for example, like expanses or something, and there's a small typo, this can destroy your whole process because the calculation will fail and you have a lot of mess in your data. So you basically try to avoid every manual steps. And if you, for example, if you have to open your production system and do manual things, manual adjustments, and many enterprise or highly restricted environment, it's not allowed anyway. So you have to find to do that in an automated way. And of course, you have to test it first. So you have to make sure that nobody is doing something wrong in your production system and everything has been tested in the previous stage. But you can't do that if you have to do manual steps. And
so you've built an application that takes care of all these manual steps.
Exactly. And the whole thing is focused on enterprise environments because I do know there are a lot of community tools and they can fulfill a lot of requirements. But when it comes to a consulting company with many customers or enterprise environments, a lot of those tools cannot fulfill the whole requirements, like compliance restrictions and things like that. So we basically try to provide an enterprise-ready solution to execute automated deployments.
Okay, excellent. So what else are you working on? You and your team are very technical. I'm sure you have some things that you've got in the oven baking right now. So what are we going to see next from Kupp Software?
Well, we're working a lot of code analysis tools. Basically, we are trying when you're in a system and you try to figure out which is triggering some action. You have to go to the system and you have to take a look at different places, but it's very hard to figure out, okay, what's the root cause of an error? What is the initial trigger? And we try to provide a software solution which covers them all. So basically just start them and okay, what's going on in the system. It's a R&D project, but we're making great progress there.
Okay, fantastic. So Robert, thanks for your time, and we'll touch base with you again to find out what else is happening in your organization. But what's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Well, I think you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Just check out our website and you will see all the news there.
Okay, thanks, Robert. Have a great day.
Thank you too. Bye.